Blessed, welcome to another episode of the My Two Cents Quick Chat. I'm your host, TU-LOX'S, the 876 Rebel. And before I start to the show, may I remind I them, check out the merchandise. So may I say support that something that www.rebel13.net. And for the more updated merchandise, because I'm tired to say this, updated meaning the website badly needs to update. See? Also, if you don't know nobody will update the website, that's when them give me a link. 876-898-9888. See? And for the updated merchandise, same number there. 876-898-9888. See? So, quick and fast, me are going into the show. Now, it was reported on the news, catch on like wildfire. Say, Usain Bolt invest. At first, what we hear was $6 million US in a Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL. Seeing an investment company. And when you look, the whole of the man money gone. It is now being reported, however, say 10 million, little bit under 10 million. So you're telling me, say, all this time, all of them money are missing from that place here. And the auditors not see it, no supervisor not see it, and nobody never sign off for people receive their money here. Now, see the party when we can deal with. Jamaican sprint legend Usain Bolt is staring at a wipeout of his heavy investment at Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL, and there's no fearing that the monies which he had hoped to access in later years will not likely be recovered. A Jamaican Observer source said the information was delivered to Bolt's management team last week, just before the company went public about a massive fraud that sources say amounts to more than 1.2 billion. Bolt is among more than 30 people whose investment at SSL are believed to have been fleeced by a wealth advisor. And then, we're going to see the same thing happen at NCB again. Same wealth advisor. Me guarantee you, me don't know everybody were involved. Me don't know the other 20 odd people them. But me guarantee you, say none of these people are from the elite. And don't mix me up. A lot of time when I say elite, it means if they're not from the elite, then broke. No. Classist people don't accept new money. It doesn't even matter if you achieve it by legal means. Even Bolt will never ever be seen as an elite. Now, care the money we have. You could have lost them in the money. The elite will never. You have certain people who run Jamaica and nobody in none of them places now ramp with their money. Matter of fact, they own these places. So, who no really think that incident you knew, you know much people this happened to, but because nobody no know them, it don't go as far as where the shock where Usain Bolt would have bring. And when an uptown scamming, them just deal with it so nice. Why? All that softness when I put towards a situation here and I deal with it like I know nothing. It's because the thief them use software. Alright, you know me already. Every chance when I get to teach a lesson, that me I gotta do. And this story is no different. See? No, I don't want to misconstrue me. I would never rejoice in anybody downfall, anybody pain, anybody suffering, in any kind of way. But every time I get a chance to teach a lesson, that me I do. See? Now, believe me when I tell you, say, I feel it for Bolt with everything in me, because it could have been anybody, it could have been me, it could have been anyone away. Right? And if it proves say it could have been anyone away. Alright, now everybody hurt, right? Feel some type of way for Bolt. Me too. But I could say hypothetically, Bolt in one club 2 weeks ago, and in my boss blank. Pow pow! Oh, oh, oh! They're scamming through. Right? Because yes, we all know that scamming has become the norm in Jamaica based on the music. Right? Cool, I wonder if you don't follow me. Now, I'm confused because based on the atmosphere of the same Jamaicans who now feel so sorry for Bolt, and the fact that somebody chop Bolt $1 billion I'm confused now because I laugh if I laugh after Bolt. You don't think so? Because we know our society now, we endorse chopping. So that woman ain't do nothing wrong. We not kill her for. Everybody has a chopping. And chop this and chop that. So why vex now when everybody happy when the song them are play and accept the song them? And the reality of the song them when I endorse this. So everybody begs to the woman now and a demand for know her name. So no can name and shame her. How? And by the way, for the dons them, everything when I just a while ago, blatant sarcasm. Cause the whole of them are fucking fool. Whole of them. On one hand we can endorse something. And then on the next hand when it comes into fruition, everybody in them feelings. It's called hypocrisy. Jamaica has become a nation full of hypocrite based on social media. Nobody no feel no way about nothing at all. Feelings void in a Jamaica right now. Feelings. No feeling no real. Love, empathy, not at all no real these days. Everything are fake. Everything is done for the fucking gram. Real life mashup. Bolt losing $1 billion happened in real life. 100 milli by a man in where we draw down, feel nice in the club. But we have gotten so used to the matrix that we celebrate that thing, and then when it happens in real life, we are saying it's not supposed to happen. Jesus, you know how this get accepted in the culture? The same entitled mentality. Where the first excuse, because everybody have a conscience, you know? Everybody has said, oh, reparation. All of a sudden, them know them black history. A reparation for what white people do in slavery. You never know, so it's just a matter of time. Before, when you can't can every white person, it turned from black people. So why not do it for them time there? Reparation. Where your black brother do? Where Bolt do? Now, me don't know how to feel about this. Do we celebrate the girl here? When she put her in her nice clothes and go over stands and look on her like a top mama, look on her, man, top scammer, top chopper. Do we celebrate her or we see her somewhere full of her kick? Somebody tell me in the comment section. Do we celebrate this action? Because I don't know if you do know, I'm at the crossroad. Because yesterday I hear 100 million, I'm almost tempted to go look at 100 million. So do we see that girl here? What we do her today when we see her? The person here, we do this to you, see. Me said that for say this. Make we stop the hypocrite. It's okay to kill. And the murder song them and the rest of something them, it's good as long as our family not get murder. It's okay to chop as long as we not get chopped. Because when you go somewhere and say, yo, the scamming song them wrong, a bad mind them call you know. Serious bad mind them call you know. Then the same set of people them, everybody sorry for Bolt now. I chop him. So if you need to hug up scamming last week, why not sorry for Bolt this week? Hypocrisy name. Them always make for them thing look innocent, you know. Because if you take the color off of the shirt can still wear, you know. So yes, it's just the white color. It's not the entire shirt. Shirt can still wear. You know, we just remove the color, you know. So the shirt is still there. So the bigger teeth, them are the more destructive ones, right? There's no bigger destructive teeth than them white collar teeth. Yeah? And then look on the fucked up thing now. Look on another part of the scenario. It is so hard to just simply open a bank account in Jamaica. You need footprint, handprint, wood length, hole size. All type of thing we have to go through for just simply open an account and prove that we are a thief. And all this time, we never know. So we should have find out which thief are going to govern over our account. These institutions have been robbing people, rich and poor, left, right, and center for years. You remember Carlos Hill? You remember all the integrity and the this and the that and what them do to Carlos Hill until them get rid of him? Why? Because institutions like this, like them same institution, were legally Take Bolt for one big idiot. The way they come down from cash plus, you would have thought that no institution left in Jamaica we can rob people money. Just Carlos Hill. Right? Integrity Commission, everybody just find them integrity when some other man push up them head. And the possibility is this. They might have known that Carlos Hill's intention was to do the right thing. So when him come and do the right thing, he must show them up. Make we say Carlos Hill did do the right thing and them spot that. Them and them friend get him out. So them can sit down for years and monopolize and take people for idiot like what them do Bolt now. And the banking institution is not the only institution in Jamaica where oppress the people them. And our government sits and do nothing to regulate these people. It named insurance, one of the worst institutions in Jamaica history. You're fully comprehensive. And if you run up in a smarty car, you and the person have to work it out. Guess why? Because if you claim at your insurance company, them raise your policy next year, you know? So nobody wants to claim. So tell me why insure if you can't claim? If you're going to be penalized for insure your vehicle, why insure it? If you penalize me if me meet in an accident, me insure because I don't want to meet in an accident and me have to deal with it. And nobody knows when an accident is going to happen. And if the accident does happen, we get penalized for it. I want somebody in the comment section tell me how sensible these things are. Financial mutilation are going a long time upon the people them, but nobody does anything about it. So guess what? If you want to go on the road with your vehicle, you have to just do or die. That's just the country we live in. We don't have no rights down at this at all. All of a sudden, who thinks that anybody, especially poor people in Jamaica, have any kind of rights? You must be a lunatic. So nobody come trace in my comment section and try to give me all of the complicated fine prints. I don't give a fuck. Some things are just fuck. I don't need to see no fine print. You don't need to explain nothing to me. Common sense can tell you what is bullshit and what makes sense. That is what me use to govern my life. I don't just simply walk in oppression because I'm supposed to. I can talk. And then one of the biggest bombshell out of the story so far at this, I can't believe. SSL branded problem institution by FSC 5 years ago. The FSC, for who don't know, is the Financial Services Commission. See? So them go on to state. Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL, was flagged in 2017 by staff of the Financial Services Commission, FSC, for a culture of non-compliance. Culture, you know? And mismanagement of client funds, a systemic concern that may alarm investors as the company now grapples with billion-dollar fraud. The opinion is contained in an explosive 8-page report prepared by the FSC in February 2017 ahead of a meeting with SSL representatives who were trying to convince regulators not to suspend its license. And the article further went on to state, a suspension of the company's dealer license, even for a day, would inevitably lead to a total destruction of the company and destabilization of the financial sector, SSL reportedly noted in the document obtained by the Gleaner. Alright, so if you're interested in the full article, you can just go on over the Jamaica Gleaner, but make a read out some key points to where a pure red flag. Me no know how Bolt team, whosoever responds for him finances, never did I do them work. They got way too comfortable. Because really and truly when you deal with money upon a monumental scale, especially something important like retirement, only not do no kind of digging, no background check, nothing. You just keep putting money in the institution, regardless, no checking to see if them slip at no point that you can get back your money or you don't say you have to put in no more. Me just refuse to understand this. This is a carelessness for whosoever manage Bolt money. Total carelessness. Because more while we understand, so the athlete do the work. And if you get paid for handling finance, that is what you're supposed to do. See, this is a carelessness. This shouldn't reach a point here where the man lose over $1 billion I know every day I hear the word billion, you know. If we not turn on the radio and hear news, and the government type of money them there, you know. Billion, we know about billion. A system money them there. Leeching type of money. So the money and I want to kill this money you put on and just in case somebody scam you 120 grand out of it. You stress out for a week, but next week you make it back. Anyway, the article further went on to state. It added that SSL has been a problem institution, especially concerning its financial position. The FSC noted that for 5 years and 6 months leading up to February 2017, the company has been operating under its directions and has remained a problem institution for failing to file its annual report for the period up to June 30, 2016. Failing to file audited accounts within 90 days of the close of a financial year and granting credit to related parties in violation of orders issued in 2013. So if it's a case where this just a make news, the FSC responsible to this should have been made public. So if the people who manage Bolt money did serious and want to know what kind of institution this we are getting involved with, everything would have alright. But guess what? Most people caught up on last name. And we grew up already if you accept a slave master them. See? Once you hear a certain last name, you just get happy and things to them just automatically credible, upstanding, honest. All these things, you just hear a last name and just believe. Say, them that you know, because for me, I look at you, me did dying for even know one of them people there. Me did dying for them recognize me. And so we get yourself in a problem all the while. Because of undying love and respect for we slave master them. I mean, I disrespect nobody. See? But we live in a country where some people better than some. And that's the reality. Anyhow, them did I do nothing financial with bigs and blacks. That well check out, man. Because bigs and blacks are feel slave. And them come with being dishonest. They are known as choppers. But the bright people, them not chop. Them just do white collar. I wonder if my white collar big enough. Who don't understand. And the Gleaner went on to state, as one of the clients with the biggest portfolios, Bolt may not have known that in November 2016, the FSC had served a notice of intention on SSL that its license would be suspended for a litany of failures. You know what a litany means? Holy. Them now do due diligence for enough of the account. Them make all type of mistake and come under the radar from FSC. See? And look on this. If a company like SSL under the radar from SSC, you don't feel sick because based on what the Gleaner just said, I know said it wasn't made public. Don't you people out there feel say information like this must be made public, that the rest of people them will decide for the business with companies like these will be fully aware and decide to take the risk if they want. But by keeping these things private, you not only allow more people to get scammed. And remember, not when I say yes on a set in stone. Because them not going on a criminal court and go through the justice system if you know exactly what I go on. Everything I say is what was placed in the news. I'm just repeat it. See? But things like this should have been made public. If this was public, Bolt would have known, say, yo, no, that's how I carry my money yesterday. And he wouldn't, over the years, he wouldn't accumulate so much stress. The man would have been on the safe side right now and he wouldn't lose so much. Because he lose 2 mil, 3 mil. Still would not have been 10 million US. Or just under. Still would not have been that large amount if it did pick up in a 2012 or 2013. It would not. The man just making money, the man just kept investing in this company based on what? The facts and the information where the FSC find was not made public. So the FSC failed the people them too, not just Bolt. Because on a Bolt alone this happened to 30 people. Billions of dollars. Look at these things. And these things can be hidden. But as soon as somebody company radar and say cash plus, them just so upstanding, full of integrity, them lock you down same time because you come for rob poor people. But when the last name them in any kind of business, it's just a slap on the wrist. And they get to keep operating within the confines of these businesses. Can you believe that? Even when you pick up on the radar of the FSC, them not serious. Them not get them not reprimand them. Them not lock them not do nothing to them. No kind of penalization. Why? Because they're not just poor people frightened for the last name. It's a whole structure where the last name set up. So the last name knows how to manipulate the structure where them set up. FSC and the whole of that included. And then the worst part, we not even see one political representative come out, come say, yo, John, this up man, that up man, it shouldn't happen, man. A press conference. I've seen press conferences for dumb shit in other countries. Political organizations coming out and speaking for something is a non-factor. But you know, come out, come talk about this. Not even a statement was issued. Oh, I know what I'm doing, man. Oh, this can't affect me, man. Sure, 9-day talk, right? Wrong. You don't seem to remember the influence of a Usain Bolt. Whole heap of people right now decide their mind, so them now come back at Jamaica. So from returning residents who brings billions of dollars, where they make all them life overseas and bring it back to Jamaica, to a man who just want to invest him hard-earned money in the Jamaican economy, business or otherwise. All these people are now being turned away. Them lose interest because they must say, if Una do that to Bolt, and not even the respect him no get, for no acknowledge what happened, where them would have done to a simple person who are returned home or otherwise. So you see, you're not even sensible enough to know when something matters. I'm telling about them jacket and tie people here. Them classist people here. As long as I know one of them own one last name, this happened to which in it virtually impossible. Because feed them money now in the Jamaica economy. Them only want yours. To keep the economy stable. All of them have offshore banking between Cayman, Switzerland, all both in the world them have for their money. So anytime Jamaica system crash, they don't care. Them just a drive the bus, them not spray it, them not paint it, them not change ball joint, them not do nothing the bus not service. You know why? As soon as the bus run down, them just move to Florida and that's it. Next. And don't get me wrong. A lot of these places, me not say all of them, set up for rob people. But I not just SSL I do it. I'm sure about that. A lot of these, nobody can scam better than an educated scammer. If me did half a turn to scamming, I would way rather to be a fully bright scammer compared to a fully done scammer. Do the maths. Fully done, 100 million by a man in Majordan. Fully bright. Wealth advisor scam $1 billion. You do the maths. So if me they decide to thief, I want thief. Me no want duns. I want be one I bright one them. And less work. 1 billion, me not fi scam again. So fully done no make no sense. A chum change in a Jordan. Look what fully bright do. That is fully bright. When you can tear 100 billion and it take 10 years for the owner of the account find out. That is what fully bright does. I mean, not endorse scamming in a no way. But me I try to show you so when you're fully done, a waste of time. And the wickedest part when I found in a know. What makes the bright criminal 10 times better than the duns is the fact that the bright criminal work in a silence and the duns criminal chat too fucking much. So much them put scamming in a song. And it is way more sensible to be involved in illegal activities and keep quiet. Why you think these elite, the biggest criminal in the country, that there's no debate on that. The elite bright people them are the biggest criminal in the country. Why none of them not going to prison? Not only because them set up a system where them can manipulate, but because them educated enough to know, say, you know, to talk for yourself. You know, if you go on Instagram, go talk where you scam. Go on Instagram, go show your gun, attack how much people you murder, attack this, attack that. Don't criminal chat too fucking much while the bright criminals work in silence. When you do that much, then tell me who are going to have the better result. This is a national disgrace. If you know that this could happen to somebody like this. When people put them trust in the financial sector all them life and then them come and say something like this, you think say, really dumb enough to think say, them still are going to have any kind of confidence and trust in the financial sector right now? Who not try kid? And when people say mattress under them bed and rate you don't make no laws to make sure so them carry the money come put on with them. Because any man caught with more than $1 million, you can't even sell your vehicle for more than a certain amount of money without it pass through the bank. One whole car where you done with. Not even that you can't do and say, yes, I'm going to get the money. You have to pass it through the bank to prove say you have one car. I don't think having your papers going through the tax office would have been more than enough to prove say you have a car. So if you say you sell your car, the tax office should have been able to prove say you sell a car. But then come with all of them financial shackle all the time just to make sure so we stay confined to them institution and keep supporting them. One thing we know, once you get a youth, you can always get name and shame. In a for them case, it's always name withheld. But once you get a youth, name and shame, man. 2 dozen hockey, 3 years of prison, name, address, fingerprint, footprint, everything for that person. In a paper, all of the paper them. You can read about it because where them come from. Jungle, Rima, Tivoli, where them come from. But guess what? Me not blame the government, you know. I blame them big idiot people who get lost in a social media and all them concerned about a looking good. Till in the country start slide from right round, you know, and you can't see it. Because them go to social media for pacify, you know. But by the time I realize I'm 60, that may tell someone, you know, done snap bomb buckler.